Right, here, surprisingly, this car park area is absolutely packed, and not sure why, with it being middle of winter, rainy, wet. It's a very out of the way place as well, secluded, yet it's still packed. We just managed to find one last parking space. Well, this is the way we're heading. Right, the path is pretty much most of the way like this. This type of ground, not too bad, pretty flattish. There's a couple of little fords flowing through here, easy enough to get around. At the moment, it's very low lying cloud. I think we may end up being that high up. So we may end up being in that at the mine. But we'll see. Nice, pleasant enough walk at the moment. Starting to see a lot of the cascades and waterfalls there coming up on the left. I think we're about 1 kilometre or something down the path at the moment. This bit's really nice. Again, another ford that comes across and falls into this little cascade here. Very pretty. More blue skies out here, look absolutely gorgeous. But the effect with the cloud itself, low cloud like that's quite cool. I'm having to walk through a couple of inches of bog. Hopefully I can get across it, because I've come to see this waterfall. I'm having to go through some bog. That's why I've brought my snow boots today. Give me a couple of inches extra height. But look at this. See if we can get across to it. Beautiful area. Let's get it from a different angle. Get down all these rocks. That's nice. Look at that. It's like a giant garden feature. Heading up that way, get back on the track in a sec. It's only about 100 metres, not even that, off the track. Just come and visit it through a gate. And then you see where that wall goes up over there, and then towards the clouds, up that way, more cascades. So we're heading. This is another little waterfall, again coming across from these gills up there. There's loads of them. Little ford across the path, and tumbles down. Runs into the River Sprint, which is what we're following at the moment. A lot of rock fall over there. Right, we're starting to get a little bit of elevation now. It's got a bit more rocky, the track, like that. But down here, as the gorge starts to get steeper, look at this. Beautiful. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice. Just heading up there. I think there's another 600 metres or so before we have to then turn off left towards the mine. And once again, I've got this little man. Again, wanting his carries. His name is Reuben, that's right. Even more cascades here, waterfalls. Not too far now. I think it's just up that bend up there and then off to the left and then up towards the cloud bit. But we can't find anywhere to plunge up there, and the rain holds off. I'll climb over this and potentially go in one of them there. That's a powerful one. So many waterfalls and cascades along the way. Some more accessible than others. Look at this place here. What a stunning waterfall that is, just in that gorge. And then down there as well, both look like they're certainly plungeable. But, I mean, I could get down to it, but then there's no way of, like, recording and stuff. Look at that, what a beautiful set of waterfalls in one little area. Getting really towards the top now. The rain's held off at the moment. It was forecast for rain most of the day, so bit of luck at the moment. Right, once you've got towards the top, you'll see that gate there. That's what you come through. It's the only gate you'll come through. And then you just head up the path, and then it should be to the left in a minute. And then I think it's like 400 metres or so off like a dirt trail to the mine, which I'm guessing is over that way somewhere there. Straight away, as soon as we turned off, like 50 metres from the other gate we went through, first set of waterfalls. Deep enough here as well, right there. Looks a good 5 foot or more there. And it slopes back up, and then there's another one there. Look at that one, that's powerful, that. Its own little funnel. And opens up into that area as well. Look at this area. That little bridge there, Wren Gill flows through it, down a big waterfall. There's a giant boiler down there as well. Starting to lose a bit of light already, we're barely on 2 o'clock. It's a beautiful area. And try and find some tunnels. Found the big waterfall at the back of the quarry. Wonder if it's plungeable or not. Easy enough to get down there. Not the easiest thing to get to though. Look at that down there, like a cave system. Had to go across here. God, it goes so deep down there. It's crazy because the waterfall here and the cave there, the tunnel, it just disappears right underneath the quarry and then comes out a few hundred metres further down in its own little waterfall cascades, which you've seen earlier. It's so much bigger than I thought it was in pictures that I've seen. That tunnel leads, God knows how far, but can't go through it because it's so deep. Like it's at least a foot deep over there, and then here like 2 foot or more. And then there it just goes right down. It's right next to that. It's a 20 foot plus waterfall, that. It may be plungeable as well. It's at least a few feet deep under it. Now heading back down. Hopefully it'll be a bit easier going back down. My fingers are numb as hell after that cold plunge. But look at this view up high here. Either way, that's the lower bit of the quarry which we've not got to check. Maybe another time. It is a beautiful place. Especially in summer, it'd be gorgeous. In summer. Just, oh, there's some piping over there as well. That's that big piping. Beautiful area. All downhill from here, so hopefully not too hard on the knees. Beautiful farmhouse. That's just across from the bridge and where the car park is. There. So, just an out and back route up to Wren Gill Quarry. Lots more to see it there, but just didn't have the time. But in summer it'll be a beautiful place to come to. The rain's held off, it's only just starting now, which is always good. About probably 9 kilometres around, almost, we've covered, including the looking around the quarry, so not too far.